Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video with Brooklyn. How are you this morning? It's Tuesday, 6:30 a.m. And I wanted to come on here this morning. I'm going to jump right into the video, okay? I wanted to come on here this morning, and I want to talk about a news article that I read about Ivanka Trump, the first daughter and an advisor to the President Donald Trump. 3 North Carolina businesses closed for a day of deep cleaning as a safety measure following Ivanka Trump's visit. Okay, so she came to North Carolina here in my neck of the woods, and she went and she visited 3 businesses, okay? 3 businesses in Belmont, North Carolina closed to deep clean on Friday, a day after Ivanka Trump visited them, the Charlotte Business Journal reported. President Donald Trump announced early Friday that he and First Lady Melania Trump had tested positive for the coronavirus. According to the outlet, Ivanka Trump on Thursday visited 3 businesses. So she visited the businesses on Thursday, and then Friday he announces that him and his wife has coronavirus. Cherub's Cafe, Cotton Candy Factory, and Blitz Gallery, operated by a local nonprofit organization called Holy Angels that aids people with disabilities, they closed. As a precaution, we will be performing a deep cleaning of Cherub's Cafe, Cotton Candy Factory, and Bliss Gallery today. Cherub's Cafe posted on Facebook. While other protocols have always exceeded the CDC guidelines, we want to ensure the safety of our employees and customers. The 3 establishments reopened on Saturday, according to the Charlotte Business Journal. Please know that it is not required for us to close and conduct this deep cleaning. However, at Holy Angels, we take these things seriously, the Facebook post says. When we reopen on Saturday, rest assured that we have done our very best to protect our local customers and our dedicated employees. While several White House employees have tested positive, several employees have tested positive. So this disease now have left the common area and is up there on the hill in the big house. Several White House employees have tested positive for the COVID-19. Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, tested negative on Friday. Okay? During the presidential debate on Tuesday, Trump's family members didn't wear face coverings. Okay? So now let me get this out there. Just because she did not test positive does not mean that she will not test positive at a later date, okay? Number 1, let's be clear. Number 2, when she visited those stores on Thursday, make no mistake, she knew her father and her mother was infected, her stepmother, because they look like they about the same age. She knew, and I don't know if that's her stepmother or not. I don't know who her mama is, but his wife, rest assured, she knew that they were infected. He just didn't find out that information on no Friday morning and then release it to the public. That did not happen. Trump was already infected. Melania was infected. And several other White House employees were infected when Ivanka took her tail to these stores. Excuse me, y'all. I thought my camera was going to fall over. Oh, Jesus. She knew that they were infected, and she still carried herself. She sashayed into that store, knowing that she could have been at risk. This article that I read did not say she had a face mask on. So that's one reason why they probably deep cleansed. I don't even know if they wore a face mask. But my point is this. The COVID virus is out there. It's real, okay? Now it's leaving the common area and it's up there in the big house where they swore that it would not be. Now, I know that some White House employees had contracted the virus in the past. I know that. But I'm saying it's done past the common people. Now it's him and his wife. Ain't no telling who else in the family has it. How do we know that he would even tell us now if Ivanka has it? And that's embarrassing on top of that. This is the the president's daughter, they closed their doors and deep cleaned after she left, which tells me that they thought maybe she could have it. Because at the same time, you can have it and don't even show any signs of it. No one is going to sit here and be able to tell me that she did not know that her father was infected with the virus when she went to visit this place, these 3 places. There's no way that he found out on Friday morning and released it on Friday morning. When she went into them stores on Thursday, Ivanka knew that her family was infected. She knew that her father and her mother was infected with that deadly disease. It's no way she didn't know. It's no way that she did not know. Her and her father are sewn together at the hip. It's no way that Ivanka did not know this man was infected. But she still went to these stores. You know why? Because they don't think that the virus is for some reason, the Trump camp feels like they are untouchable. You know, they are exempt. For some reason, they just feel that they are just exempt. That nothing can hit them. Nothing can strike them. They have all this power that nothing can by any means hurt them. And a lot of people feel that way. They feel like, well, if I'm tested and I test negative, hey, I'm safe. That's not true. You tested negative today, but you can still contract the coronavirus or any virus for that matter. After the fact, it's just a test. It's just a test. They are not gods on earth. They just, for some reason, they just think that they are just super people. You know, they are akin to Popeye the Sailor Man. They just eat their spinach and that's it. They okay. That's not the case. This girl knew that her family was infected. I do not care what anyone says. She knew. And she still went. When you are around somebody who has COVID, you yourself should be quarantined as well as the person who has the disease. It's a disease. Anything that's invading your body that should not be there that can kill you, as far as I'm concerned, is a disease, okay? And she should have been quarantined. Her husband should have been quarantined. If she has any children, they should have all been quarantined. Who's ever been in contact with Trump and his wife should have been quarantined. Who's ever been in contact with the person who Trump may have contracted it from, they should be quarantined. It should be a whole host of people being quarantined. The White House should not be operational right now. That's from the common cooks and the housekeepers up until the presidency. They should be quarantined. How is it that he's still riding around in cars and everything? He should be quarantined for at least 14 days. At least. They're still not taking it serious until somebody in the White House dies from it. You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous. She knew that her family had it. She should not have went. And it's embarrassing that somebody closes the store after you leave. That's like sitting in a chair in a restaurant and you get up and they spray it with Lysol and wipe it down. Because they think you smell. Or you look dirty. Or they think they can catch something from you because of the color of your skin. So when you get up, they spray the whole table down with Lysol and Fabuloso and wipe it down with Clorox wipes and sweep and mop, and then they chain that part off with some yellow tape because, you know, that's a disease-infected area because you were there. That's the same thing they did to her. That's humiliating. She should be embarrassed, and she shouldn't want to go visit nobody else until she sits down and quarantine herself for 14 days. Who is she? Who does she think she is? That you can just sashay yourself into these public places. And they help people with disabilities, which mean they come in contact with people who has a low immune system, who can easily be affected by the virus, by the disease. I'm sure she did her research and she knows the kind of work these restaurants do. They're not just restaurants, but they do come in contact with people with disabilities and special needs because of who they're affiliated with. Who they are affiliated with. You know? And it's just crazy because I see people every day. I see people every day who just feel like they don't think that they are irreplaceable at work. They feel like, well, you know, I just take some vitamin C and a Flintstone vitamin and drink some green tea and I don't have to wear a mask. I'm going to be fine. Well, I'm sure Trump take all kinds of vitamins. I'm sure that he take all kinds of supplements. I'm sure his wife, Melania, takes all kinds of supplements and vitamins. I'm sure they do. Most people, older people in Trump's age category, take something. You know, it didn't stop him from getting infected. That has nothing to do with it. If it's meant to get you, it's going to get you. And these people are affiliated with a company, another organization called Holy Angels, okay? And they help, you know, with people with disabilities. So therefore, she did her research. And people with disabilities, they are vulnerable. Their immune system is already down. They are not born. If they were born with a disability, they are not born with the same strength and everything that a person that's born healthy. You know, their immune system, their heart is weak. You know, they have kidney problems, liver problems. They're already in a situation where they can be affected easily. You know, we are the healthy ones and we can be affected easily. So for her to even go there and affiliate herself in that situation, knowing that these people are connected with these situations, is ridiculous. You know, it's 3 businesses. I'm assuming that they're restaurants because of their name: Cherub Cafe, Cotton Candy Factory, and the Bliss Gallery. The Bliss Gallery sounds like it could be some kind of, I don't know, a gallery. You know, I don't know what they showing. A gallery shows stuff. So, but the cafe and the Cotton Candy Factory, that's food. And the Bliss Gallery, I don't know. I would think the Bliss Gallery is like some kind of little museum. I don't know. I need to look them up and see what they about. But anyway, I want to come on here and tell you all that. I would be so embarrassed if I was Ivanka. That's me. I would be embarrassed if somebody started cleaning up after I left. Because if they feel that she had the virus being around her daddy and Melania, right? If they felt like she had the virus being around them, then she should have thought the same thing. That's what I'm getting to at the end of this video. If they felt like we need to clean up because she came in contact with her daddy and her mama or stepmama, whoever that woman is to her, and, you know, we need to clean our establishments because we might contract it, then she should have thought the same way before she went waltzing her behind into these 3 businesses. And ain't no telling what other businesses she went to. They just did not take the precautions necessary that these 3 businesses did. Excuse me, I'm spitting. That these 3 businesses did. You know what I'm saying? And everyone should take precautions. This is a serious time. And I hate that we talk about the coronavirus like almost every day, but I'm seeing things in the news that just does not make sense to me. It's just ridiculous and it's just stupid and irresponsible. So I talk on it because I want to keep illustrating. Take precaution. Just because it's calmed down, it has not went anywhere. It's still here. It's right outside the door waiting. You can bring it in the house with you. People they're just not getting it, you know. Stay safe, okay? Wash your hands, wear your face mask, carry you some sanitizer. Try to still, if at all possible, practice 6 feet distance or further. If you have to wave at them from down the street, hey, y'all, what's going on? What's up? All good. Do so. If they get offended, they get offended. It's your life. At the end of the day, if you're not here, who's going to be here to take care of your family? Who's going to be here to just live your life? Nobody. They're going to replace you with somebody else because everyone is replaceable. Everyone. There's no one that's not replaceable. If you die, your husband gets married again. If you die, your wife gets married again. If you die, they put somebody else in your seat at your job. When you die, your money goes to the state if you don't leave it to your family. Your car goes back to the bank. Somebody else buys it. They drives it. You are replaceable. No one in this world is not replaceable. Everyone is replaceable. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to say vielen Dank. That's thank you very much in German. So vielen Dank for watching me. And choose, that's what? That's bye in German. You all continue to have a terrific Tuesday.